Yes, fellow Guyanese, let me continue from where I left off a little while ago. Let's deal with Lennox Schumer in the Supreme Court of Guyana, a political leader for the country, for his people, a tribal man, a son of the soil, was denied the rights to enter into the court because of the way that he dressed. But I've been to so many countries and I've seen native dress like that, because that's it. How can we have them dancing in Culture Center, National Park with a woman jumping around and dancing and winding up, and it's okay, but to enter the court where they belong to the country? And by the way, that court is not Indian and black people only, it was built by the white man. But look at the scale and weight and see those two things when that on it, and you're going to know. I think personally, my opinion, the judge was wrong not to allow the leader for the party that he represents to enter, because that's the man's traditional dress. And one have to learn to understand and to respect that, because especially this is the court and you are a judge, and you should have allowed the leader for his party to be there as a representation. Due to that, I will call such a decision nullified. It should not be accepted. 10 days have passed, the election number is not out. Then fair is fair. The judge should have called upon the two parties, bar them from parliament, bar them from a decision, and call upon the Amerindian and the other small party to form a national front or an interim government until a decision is being given onto this matter of the election. It is very important for one to understand. You cannot use Buddhism as a minister of the country, a government officer, to justify your crime while you're locking up Indian boys and black boys or whoever robbing people when you are robbing the whole effing country. But I blame the military and the police force. I'm urging you all, wake up. You all don't have ambition. You all have been robbed. The nation has been put on heavy alert. I have respect Mr. David Granger as a military man, think he would do the ultimate. After realizing the Constitution was breached, Article 155, he should have acted as a military man and severely take over the country's safety of the people, call out the military, put the country in curfew, and appoint a new cabinet with all the other parties who are not in parliament, not even for a day, much less 54 years, 20 years, 15 years, because all of them have committed crime against the land. And many innocent man and woman was jailed because of the government that we say we had when it was a counterfeit government. Then the court, judges, we shouldn't even have a court, because as far as I'm concerned, that's a dictator system from 1966 to now. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Guyanese, this is not about black people or Indian people. And bear in mind, every time you listen to me, I have to address the two of you. African descendant and the Indian descendant. Into a country don't belong to none of you. We agree your ancestor came there. We quite agree that they were slaves. But since you have the knowledge to know what the white man do to you, or your ancestor by the way, are you not seeing what you are doing to the people present in their own country? Now I want to ask you, the military, David Granger and others, and the High Court judges and others, if Venezuela and Brazil should help Mr. Schumer, what y'all will call it, treason? You cannot lock up a man to represent his country or his boundary or his house when you are the one who were brought there. I hope you understand that. Because Idi Amin drove out the Indians from Uganda. And Mr. Mugabe, as you know, he drove the white man out from his country. Many were born there, hundreds of years. And fortunately, he done it. Burma drove the Indian out. And it's still happening. When will we learn to respect each other? I think the High Court judge owed Mr. Schumer, the leader of JLP, an apology. I call upon the UN and the international community to start to apply pressure on Guyana, and if so be it, if the United States, England, or Canada can hold on to Guyana temporarily until they find a leader. I think it is time to do away with or get rid of the PPP and the PNC as APNU and PPPC. Ladies and gentlemen, the only difference of APNU is David Granger, Joseph Harmon, who respect the Constitution after it was revealed what happened. He had his resignation, and many more. But the PPP have shown you blatantly no. Anil Nandalal told my son, how you want to run for president, and he's a criminal that they tried to make him with their drug friends. And I want to know, he was accused for the law books. And in finale was accused for 19 counts of criminal activity, but he was running for president. David Hines was jailed for bringing guns in Guyana according to the history that we passed. So that's, he was jailed and he is in parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, is it an Indian and an African corruption that we must shut our mouth? Or we send the GDF and the police to kick down your door and kill you? Well, I got a message for all you killers, you know. Those who have cell phone will gladly have you, and they will sell it for a few dollars. And you would not like when the postman hits your door. I beg you, don't let us go that way. No man lived forever. Caesar, Napoleon, Hitler, you name it, Rommel, all gone. King James, all gone. I ask y'all, you intelligent black people, you intelligent Indian, to put your differences aside because all of you was misled. Unite and let's form a national front. We do not need the two-party back in parliament. It's time to divorce them. And therefore, any count now, I personally feel it was doctored to keep the other parties out. Because if the other 6 parties get in, whether they with 1 seat or 2, let us assume they get 2 seats each. That's 12 seats take now. And they're going to expose y'all. So I call upon y'all, stop it. Mr. Schumer, get together with a small party and call for a national front, and you be the head of the country. Administrated by the Indian, the Black, the Portuguese and Chinese and the Douglas. And Guyana will be a great country, a great nation. And from there we can repair the past. But let us not bring back the 60s. It is not a nice spectacle. Our enemy just waiting for that. Have a good night, and may God be with all of you, looking forward for the best interests of our people.